There seems to be quite a lot of interest in James Cleverley's lexis, in his vocabulary, in the language he's chosen. And someone's asked whether or not he's using American or British language in his in the way he embraces the term shithole and batshit. Well, I think the answer is both. And the comment made reference to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump has certainly used the word shithole when he was talking about countries, the source, in his opinion, of unwanted immigration. So there are links between Donald Trump and the job that James Cleverley has now got of the Home Office, and his the obsession that he's inherited from Priti Patel and Sueb Braverman to deal with immigration and to lambast those people who have sought sanctuary in our country. But the word itself, shithole, is not originally about location. The origin is essentially anatomical from the 17th century, and it only later, from the middle of the 20th century, does it refer to a latrine or a place. So it's quite a late shift in meaning. If you go back to the Liber Liliati, which is a document which can be found in the Bodleian Museum in Oxford, in 1629, there's the first reference to this word, and it's rather a charming little verse. To shitten shoots did I shoot, 6 shitten shoots did I shoot in thy mouth, that I shot from my shithole. You say that quickly, it's rather like she sells seashells from the seashore. But I don't think this is likely to become a particularly popular rhyme or tongue twister. Anyway, in the US, in the States, the term has been mostly about the site, not the source. So for the American use of the term, it's rarely been rectal, and it refers mostly to an unpleasant place, as in the reference made by Donald Trump. Referring, however, to somebody as a shit, which is certainly on my mind when I think about James Cleverley now, has been common since I think the first reference to that was 1508. And oddly, the American slang about things being bullshit, although that term itself is quite modern, that was first used in written English by T.S. Eliot. But the idea of bull, things being bull, that's a load of bull, that goes right the way back to the 13th or 14th century. So the wonders of language, and particularly the wonders of language with words that perhaps we don't consider to be of great importance, but they are. Language is a wonderful blessing, whether one's saying something polite and pleasant, or whether one's saying something rude and dismissive. And how we get to that point, I think there shouldn't be a point where we censor our language simply because we don't want to where we want to pretend we've never heard these words before. No, a lot of these words have a very fine background. To say that they're all Anglo-Saxon, well, obviously these words or this usage is not Anglo-Saxon, it's quite modern, but it's not something I would expect to be. It's not the language I would expect to be used in Parliament, where people should consider what they say because it has legal, recorded, historical merit.